moderation screen. Ooh, I got a badge. Buzzing noise. It's gone away. Hey Phoenix, how you doing? How the little
ones.
Resting right now.
Thank you, Phoenix. She asked me if it was true, but all the shops so closed at 4 today.
Probably. Yeah, it was crazy packed in there. A lot of stuff wiped out too. But mainly, like, there was this one person, well, not just one, but several, but this one person had a shopping cart, and half of her shopping cart was buns, hamburger buns and hot dog buns. So I guess a lot of barbecuing this week. A lot of grilling. All the grilled food was getting done. And the Americans that were in there shopping were confused because they couldn't find sliced bread.
Slice it yourself.
but the dogs don't understand the word sit still and things like that, you know. Very hands-on indeed, 100%. How's the trip going so far? So far, so good. So far, so good. Can't complain. We're gonna do an overnight tonight. So we've done a couple just day trips of driving, but tonight we're gonna drive down and overnight somewhere, sleep, and see how it goes. We've got all three of our dogs and a cat with us. Just trying to do a few trial runs before we go on our big trip. Make sure, you know, take note of what we are missing, what we need to add to the camper, so on and so forth. Because when we go to do our big trip, there won't be just going back home. Today we're going south, about an hour away from our house, and overnight somewhere my husband has picked out. I didn't even know where we were going until we got into the place. He's kind of surprising me here. So, and he told me where we're going, but whenever he tells me names of towns, that means really nothing to me. Those big trip is going to be like a month, and yeah, it will be like 4 weeks. Yep. open this. Does he let you drive the RV ever? I mean, he would probably let me. I just don't want to. But we all know I'm the better driver. I'm just playing. No, we have a thing, you know, like here in Norway, I would rather him drive. The roads are narrow. Right here, not so much, but some of these roads we go on are very narrow. They're not really built for the big SUVs and cars like in the States. A lot of the roads, it's one lane, and you just have to share with oncoming traffic. Get over. Sometimes you got to back up. And, so I would just, but in the States, I drive. I don't know if you can see these rocks here to the right. That's called Hitler's teeth. During World War II, whenever the Germans invaded, they took over Norway for a little while. And they put all these rocks here to the right to keep the
Keep tanks from getting on shore.
Oh, to keep the tanks from getting on shore. tour shop back there. Tourist shop. Souvenir shop. I never noticed it before. You love grilling too? Yeah. Norwegian food is very seasonal. So in the summer, in the stores, you'll have all the grilling, grilling food for the barbecue pit. And then, depending on what time of year it is what type of food you'll find in the grocery stores. So in the winter, you'll find, like the Christmas food, and like Easter, you'll find like the lamb and the Easter kind of food, and then they have like Portugal Day, which is another lamb and cabbage season, and you'll see nothing but lamb and cabbage in the grocery stores. Very seasonal food. You're not gonna find grilled food too often in the winter in the grocery stores. Right now is the season for grilling though, so if it's sunny outside and not raining, you better believe that the Norwegians are taking full advantage of it. They're outside. And I don't know if you can tell, but the landscape has changed a bit over here. The rock formations of the mountains, there's not very much trees. It's mainly just a lot of rock right here, more of a rounded rock. There's other areas where the landscape will be more, the rocks will have more of a cube shape to it, with lots of trees. It's interesting, the pattern of the landscape here in Norway. It changes drastically, quickly. I mean, there's some trees, but it's not like a lot of trees on a mountain, like you think of mountains usually. It's just kind of like rounded rocks with a little bit of shrubbery through here. And then we come into all these pines to the right. But if you look ahead right now, you can see there's a cabin up there, just on top of a rock at the lake. Also, a big thing here in Norway is everybody has a cabin. Well, I say everybody, most everybody. Going to the cabins on the weekends, on holidays, Easter, things like that is it's a very Norwegian thing to do. And you can't live in these homes 24/7. They're called hyttas, or cabins, and they're to be used as recreational getaways. But a lot of them have them. So these houses on the left that you see up in the rocks, those are just cabins. cabins up to the right. Looks like a whole cabin community. But these two houses are normal, just houses. cute little lighthouse over there. But if you are, you can see how narrow these roads are. And how we have to share the road, even though it's narrow. There's no dotted line in the middle. But I prefer to drive them in my Fiat, my little bitty car. Public, private, and a whole saloon to himself. What fun is that?
10 minutes.
Yeah.
doing?
You probably should go to the counter.
What?
Did you make reservations?
No, it's automatic.
Oh, okay.
There's a machine here you just hang in, but
Doesn't look like there's any power here.
there is. Let's find out which side we want to go to. Park on that side or back here.
Wherever you want to go. Just don't hit the boy's arrow. Looks wet.
Far back in it. It's good. A little bit further back.
Okay. Do you want me to write us out?
Yeah, if you want.
Let me see. Don't do anything that's that. Oh, we'll go right to Kenny. Okay.
I'll make him happy.
Just don't do anything yet.
No.
He's playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There was a problem starting Ray. Please try again in a minute.
You want me to try here?
Yeah, you follow him. can't. I haven't figured out the whole rating from the mobile phone yet. So you had already a trade, right?
Yep. Got 2 viewers.
Yeah, me and probably Sonia.
Ready to raid? No.
Yeah. Yes. There we go. Then
Take a short break. Okay.
why is it on Bluetooth? Let me look. Even if I find it on.